What if your AI assistant was not just something you chatted with, but something that actually got things done for you? That is the idea behind OpenClaw. On its own homepage, OpenClaw describes itself as the AI that actually does things, with a focus on clearing inboxes, sending emails, managing calendars, and even checking you in for flights. The big twist is that it works through the chat apps people already use, like WhatsApp, Telegram, and more. So instead of learning a brand new interface, you just message it like you would message a person. That simple idea is what makes OpenClaw feel less like another AI demo and more like a real assistant you can actually live with. Now here is where OpenClaw gets interesting. It is not just an app sitting in one place. The project describes itself as a self-hosted gateway that connects your favorite chat apps and channel surfaces to AI coding agents. In plain English, that means you can run one gateway on your own machine or server, and it becomes the bridge between your messages and an always available assistant. OpenClaw says this is built for developers and power users who want a personal AI assistant they can message from anywhere without giving up control of their data or relying on a hosted service. It also emphasizes that it is self-hosted, multi-channel, agent native, and open source under the MIT license. That control is a huge part of the appeal. OpenClaw is designed so your assistant can live where you want it to live instead of being trapped in a closed platform. The docs say the gateway is the single source of truth for sessions, routing, and channel connections, which means it coordinates the assistant's memory, tasks, and communication in one place. It supports multi-channel messaging through platforms like Discord, iMessage, Signal, Slack, Telegram, WhatsApp, and web chat, and it also supports media like images, audio, and documents. There's even a web-based control UI, so you can chat, configure settings, and manage sessions from your browser. It is trying to feel less like a bot and more like a personal operating layer for AI. One of the reasons people get excited about OpenClaw is the number of integrations it supports. The integrations page says there are more than 50 integrations with the apps and services people already use. It lists chat providers like WhatsApp, Telegram, Discord, Slack, Signal, iMessage, Matrix, Microsoft Teams, Nextcloud Talk, Nostr, Zalo, QQ, and WebChat. It also supports a wide range of AI models, including Claude, GPT-4, GPT-5, O1, Gemini, Grok, Mistral, DeepSeek, Hugging Face models, OpenRouter, Versal AI Gateway, and local models like Allama and LM Studio. That flexibility matters because it means OpenClaw is not forcing you into one model or one ecosystem. You could choose cloud, local, or a mix of both, depending on your setup and needs. The setup is built to be approachable, too. The Getting Started guide says you need Node.js, with Node 24 recommended and Node 22.14 and newer supported, plus an API key from a model provider like Anthropic, OpenAI, or Google. From there, the quick setup is straightforward. Install OpenClaw, run the onboarding wizard, verify that the gateway is running, open the dashboard, and send your first message. The docs say the onboarding flow helps you choose a model provider, set an API key, and configure the gateway, and that it takes about 2 minutes. Telegram is highlighted as the fastest phone-based channel to set up. So while the project is powerful, it is also clearly trying to make the first-time experience feel fast and usable. Another big part of OpenClaw is plugins. The docs explain that plugins extend the platform with new capabilities, including channels, model providers, tools, skills, speech, real-time transcription, real-time voice, media understanding, image generation, video generation, web fetch, and web search. Some plugins are built into OpenClaw, while others are external and community published. That means the assistant can grow over time instead of staying fixed. You are not just installing software, you are shaping its abilities. OpenClaw also supports multi-agent routing, which means sessions can stay isolated for different agents, workspaces, or senders. That is a strong sign that this platform is aiming beyond simple chatting and toward real workflow automation. The project also makes a point of being open and community-driven. Its introduction blog says the project has grown far beyond what one person could maintain alone, and that maintainers and processes are being added to handle the influx of pull requests and issues. The same post points readers towards security best practices and notes that prompt injection is still an industry-wide unsolved problem, which is a pretty honest acknowledgement for a product in this space. In other words, OpenClaw is not pretending AI agents are magically safe in every situation. It is trying to build something useful while still taking security seriously and encouraging strong models, careful setup, and community contribution. So what is the real pitch here? OpenClaw is trying to become the layer between your messages, your tools, and your AI models. It wants to be the assistant you can reach from your phone, your desktop, or your favorite chat app, while still keeping the system self-hosted and under your control. If the website's own framing is the headline, then the product's promise is simple. Message it and let it handle the work. Check your inbox, send the email, update the calendar, route the task, pull in a plugin, keep the session going. That is the future OpenClaw is selling, and it is a lot closer to a real digital coworker than a chatbot that just talks back. If you're making a video about AI tools, this one is easy to frame. OpenClaw is for people who want an assistant that lives inside their existing communication apps, connect to a huge range of services, and can be self-hosted on their own hardware. It is part AI agent, part automation layer, and part personal operating system. And whether someone uses it to manage email, run workflows, chat from Telegram, or build custom skills through plugins, the core promise stays the same. This is an AI that is meant to act, not just answer.